New York, LA, which one? This is a video on New York versus LA. So people often ask me the difference between New York and LA. But I honestly don't think they're very comparable cities. I think they're so different. New York is like a real ass city. And not that LA is not, but New York has a huge subway system. Doesn't matter where you need to go. You can catch a train or a bus or a cab. You really don't need a car, but yet the city still has a ton of traffic. It has high-rise buildings. It has a ton of people, and it really does not go to sleep. So because I'm trying to make my LA experience as close to New York as possible, I've chosen to live in areas where I can walk everywhere. It's like I'm refusing to get a car. I have lived here in the past with a car, and yes, a car is super convenient, but I also am okay with taking Ubers, not having a car note, not getting parking tickets, not having to look for parking. So no car it is for me, because I actually enjoy it a hell of a lot more. And there's a lot of areas in LA that you can live in that's super convenient, like Santa Monica, Culver City, downtown, Echo Park, Silver Lake. So all you gotta do in LA is find your area, make sure that it's convenient for you. There's things that you can do over here, whether it's social, whether it's your meetings, whether it's auditions, whatever the case may be, and you'll be fine. And though walking on the streets in LA is basically bare bones, you guys see behind me, you ain't see nobody. When I was living here with a car, it didn't quite matter to me where I lived because I was driving everywhere. But LA does have a train system. It's just a little slower, a little smaller, and a lot crazier. Because not as many people take the train, there is a higher percentage of crazies on the train versus New York. New York, everybody takes the train. So you may see some crazy, but there's so many regular people there that you're like, whatever. So LA may not have bodegas like what I love in New York, but they have Mexican fruit carts that are so cheap and they give you so much fruit. So that's a plus. And though shopping really can't be compared to New York, in LA, what they do have is really amazing vintage shopping. Here's the basics. If you're an actor, theater is in New York. Also, film and television is totally there, but it is very much a theater town. It's a grind town. It's hard work. It's a little bit harder of a lifestyle, because you got just a very congested and busy city, but it's a theater place. Mind you, television and film is totally there, so you can easily gain a great resume as a television and film actor in New York. LA, theater is here, but it's not really the thing. So you don't meet a lot of people doing theater in LA. This is the commercials, this is the television, this is the film, this is the hub. This is where you truly are going to have to come at some point in your life. Whether you want to live here is a whole other shebang. LA has an easier lifestyle because the sun is out, it's always warm, the weather is pretty much always the exact same. The winter months get a little bit cooler, the night always cools down regardless of the time of year. It's dry here, it's chill. We are at the canals, the Venice canals, which is my favorite part of LA. Hands down. Look at it. There's my friends in the back. Look at what a family can do while they're here. It's so beautiful. New York in the spring is my favorite place to be, period. Though New York doesn't have the landscapes that LA has, it has beautiful parks, like Central Park. Now, these are both very expensive cities, New York and LA, for very different reasons. New York has very high rent, but you don't need a car. LA has not cheap rent either. I was really shocked and surprised. I met an Uber driver who was from some part of Pennsylvania. The rent in this place for a one bedroom was like $600. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm also from Toronto, which is also a major city, so expensive rent is just what I know. I'm sure you guys will have comments on cheap rent in places that have really cheap rent. But so if you're coming to LA or New York and expecting cheap rent, I'm sorry, you're just not gonna find it. There's roommate situations, there's all kinds of things you can do in order to keep your cost of living down. You just, again, you're gonna have to look. Now, LA, in terms of social life and parties and all that kind of stuff, is an early city. It shuts down really really early. Things close, like clubs and all that stuff, at like 2 a.m. So like last call for drinks is like 1:45. The things that are open all night though are diners, restaurants, stuff like that. So it's a lot chiller of a city in terms of going out, versus New York is literally 24 hours. So you could go out at 1 a.m. if you want to. So that's the real difference I find for people in terms of social life here in LA. It may feel like it's taking you a while to find like just like stuff to do because things shut down so early, especially if you're coming from New York. But if you're going to New York, you know, New York, you can do whatever you want, any hour, anytime, any place. And that's pretty awesome. If you guys have had the opportunities like me to live in both New York and LA, tell me which one you prefer. And then also leave a comment. If you plan on moving to any of these cities, which one are you thinking about making the big move to? Maybe I can give you some heads up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with any of your friends who you think need this message.